Hi everybody, it's Nichelle here again with Birthday Hoover. Here at Birthday Hoover, I am a full spectrum plant-based holistic doula and an advocate for all things safe, natural, and effective. Here on this channel, we discuss all things pregnancy, birth, and womb health related. So if you like what you hear, you like the content of the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Today's topic is going to be about the water, needing to break your water to have the baby come out or to start labor or to kickstart labor, and things of that nature. So I am here to say that it is unnecessary to break your water. It is unnecessary to pop the amniotic sac, especially because if you are absolutely not ready to be in labor, the baby has not developed the lungs full capacity, the hormone has not released itself to trigger your child's ability to take his or her first breath, your contractions aren't strong enough, your effacement, your station is not in the proper station, you could end up causing more problems than good, because breaking the water does not necessarily mean things are going to speed up. Breaking the water doesn't mean that your contractions are going to start coming in or get stronger. Breaking the water doesn't mean that your baby is just going to magically say, okay, here, I'm ready to come. Your baby can actually be completely born safely inside their sac. It is no need to break the sac. If the baby is on his or her way out of the womb and the sac has not broken, it is no need to break it. Here's my theory on why, if a baby actually does come out of the womb in its sac or partially in his or her sac, we should leave it that way. And I say that because this is something that can save your baby from bacteria. It can save your baby. Say if the mom has HIV. Say if the mom has herpes virus. Say if the mom has group B strep. The mom has any kind of infection or STD or whatever the case may be going on down there, some kind of pathogens that the baby may be passing through. If your baby is in their sac, then they are protected from those things. I remember I birthed, I think, my last child. She came out partially in Caul. This is the terminology for it. She came out in her sac. It didn't break until she got to about her shoulders were out. And I remember being diagnosed with GBS, group B strep. And that's just, according to the medical professionals, that is a bacteria that is naturally in our gut, that somehow has evolved enough to pass through to our vagina canal and infect our babies. And the way that it's going to infect your baby is going to get into the eyes, into some kind of mucous membrane. And so I feel that my body um, was smart enough, my baby and my body and my sac was able to be strong enough because I am intelligent enough to subconsciously know that my baby needs to be protected from a bacteria that's just naturally in my body. And now I can't say that for sure, but that's just my theory. And I feel like we need to pay attention to how we evolve as humans, how we evolve, to address certain situations. Because again, as I was bringing my baby down, I could hear, my midwife saying, "Oh, the baby is this. Her sac is still attached to her and wanting to break her out of it." And I said, "No, leave. Let's just continue to go. Let's move forward. And when my next contraction comes, we can just keep the process going, because she's like that for a reason." I didn't know at that point why or what was going on or anything like that. For me personally, it was just my instincts telling me to let the process happen how it happened. my entire labor and birth process, I was left alone. No one touched me. I didn't get cervical checks. I didn't get any of that stuff. So we're going to continue to do that this way. So my instincts told me, no, you leave. Let's leave it how it is, and we continue on with the process, as I see fit. So that's just kind of like my take on the importance of the amniotic sac and how it can be of benefit in certain situations. But again, there's no need to break your water. Most 80% of the time your water is not going to break. Probably over 80% of the time your water is not going to break before you are actually in active labor anyway. So there's really no purpose or no real benefit to breaking your water early in the early stages of uh, labor, because it's not guaranteed, and it's risky. When you break your water, you're introducing bacteria, pathogens, um, viruses, and any other kind of stuff. In the environment, you're introducing that to your vagina, your baby, um, and I just think that it's really just unnecessary. So just keep in mind and understand that you do not need to do that. Your baby can actually be a mermaid baby. That's what they call it. They call it in Caul, a mermaid, or a baby that was born with a veil. You can look those up. These are not common. They're pretty rare, but they do happen. And we don't really necessarily know why they happen. But again, like I talked about my theory, but they're safe. They come out and they're fine. They don't, nothing happens to them because they are born that way. So I think that it's just more risky to start popping water bags and breaking amniotic sacs, in the early stages, just because we want to speed up labor. Take your time. Your body is doing what it needs to do, and your baby and you are connected, and you just take the rest that you need and breathe and be supported and be loved, and let the process happen the way it's supposed to happen. Because trying to, you know, fiddle with things and rush things, we just can cause so much more issues than we need. So that's my take on that. I appreciate everybody for coming through and looking at the videos and like and subscribe and all of those different things. If you would like to hear more about this, or if you want to hear topics that I haven't talked about, you could drop those topics at birthyhoover@gmail.com. Again, my name is Nichelle. I am a doula at Birthy Hoover, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Peace and pregnancy deaths.